Maybe Fable 5 is gone, but that doesn't mean we stop creating. I still find a way to create something creative with another model. Because at the end, what matters is not only which model you use, it's your creativity and how you prompt. Some models are faster or stronger than others, of course, but no matter which model come out, if you don't know how to guide it, you won't get the result you want. So today, I will show you how I use Opus 4.8 to create this interactive rain effect, where the rain reacts when I touch it and flow across the dashboard or footer, like real water. So let's get started. For this tutorial, we're going to focus only on the hero section, not the rest of the page. So we're not going to go deep into the full landing page. We will keep the focus on making this hero section feel more alive and cinematic. For my demo, I'm using aura.build because it's part of my regular workflow, but you can use any AI builder you prefer. On the home page, I'm going to add my screenshot as a starting point. This is the random hero section with a dashboard that I asked ChatGPT to create. I'm just going to drag and drop the image directly into the prompt field. My first prompt will be, create a landing page based on this hero image reference with complete section. To help me write a better prompt, I can also go to the design system option. This is useful, especially as a beginner, because if you're not sure what to prompt, it gives you idea and structure. I can also select one of the existing preset template, but in my case, I want something completely new. So instead, I'm going to add my own section. By default, there's 4 sections are already selected. So I'm going to add a few more sections and then add everything to the prompt. Let's say I'm going to add gallery, bento, pricing, trust by, about maybe. I'm going to add mask, reveal for the title, rich interaction, smooth soul, or no, or maybe. Okay. I'm going to add SVG logo, fully responsive, rich image, and avatar, frame grid layout. And that's it for now. So let's add to the prompt. So it will give me all the prompt, so I don't need to do anything else. And for the model, I'm going to select Claude Opus 4.8. You can use any model, but since the design needs stronger code and more advanced motion, Claude Opus is a good fit for this part. Normally, I use Gemini 3.1 Pro because I found really strong for UI and visual design. But this time, I need something that can handle more complex motion and interaction. So now, let's start with our first prompt and see what it gives us as a starting point. Okay, now let's quickly review the page just for fun. My main focus for this tutorial is only the hero section, so I'm not going to go deep into the rest of the page. I just want to check the overall structure, see how the first result looks, and make sure we have a good starting point before adding the main effect. So far, the page looks good enough. For the base, we have the hero, the dashboard, and the general layout. Now let's add the fun part, the interactive rainfall effect on the hero section. This is where the design starts to feel more alive. I don't want to add a basic rain animation that just falls in the background. I want the rain to feel connected to the eye, almost like it belongs inside the scene. So the goal is to make the rain fall naturally on the hero, react when I move or touch it, and create a more fluid, cinematic feeling around the dashboard. Before we jump into the rain animation, I'm going to fix a few small issues first. For example, the CTA button here doesn't look right. Something went wrong. I don't know why, but that can happen. It's AI, eh? So the first result is not always perfect. That's why I always like to review the page before adding more advanced effect. If the base design has small issue, it's better to fix them now instead of building the animation on top of a broken layout. I'm also going to improve the dashboard a little bit by adding more detail because right now it feels too empty. Since the dashboard is the main visual inside the hero section, I want it to feel more polished before adding the interactive rain effect. So first, I will clean up the CTA button, improve the dashboard detail, and then we can move to the fun part, the rainfall animation. Okay, now it's better. Okay, maybe the dashboard is still simple, but it's okay. It's not our main focus. I can fix it later. All right, I'm going to paste my prompt right here. I'm going to add falling rain light streak behind the hero that behave like real weather and land on the dashboard. Blue tone only, add gusting wind that slain and drip the rain, plus a drifting fog layer. Make the rain react like liquid. When the cursor cut a stream, it distorts, splits, splash, and spring back. Water on the dashboard top should run to both sides and pour down the round corner. Make the rain rebound on the CTA button too. All right, let's review. Okay, we have the rainfall, and when we touch the rain, it creates a rebound effect. Maybe the rain is a little bit small as my demo, but at least we have the base. We can improve it later. So yeah, it's perfect. Okay, wait, we can still improve the rainfall. So for my new prompt, it's going to be the rain in the hero is too thin, faint, and it falls straight past the dashboard instead of hitting it. Fix both. Make it visible. Make the streak noticeably bigger and bolder. Longer trail, thicker line, roughly double the current with brighter blue head and higher opacity. Increase the density so it clearly read has rain. Keep it blue and use additive lighter blending so it glow. Etc. Don't worry, all the prompt is in the description. Let's wait and see the result. Okay, good. This time the rain looks better and feel more realistic when I interact with it. When I touch the rain, it creates a smooth distortion and a bouncing water effect, which is much closer to what I want. But now, instead of having the rain fall across the entire canvas, why don't we make it fall more from the top center? This way, the effect feels more focused around the hero content and the dashboard instead of covering the whole screen. So my next prompt will be make the rain fall from the top center, not from the entire canvas. Make the rain bounce on the CTA button too, and fix the corner border on the top left and top right of the dashboard. This is a good example of how you can keep refining the animation step by step. The rain is already better, but now we're making the composition more intentional and fixing small visual detail at the same time. Cool, it created almost like a waterfall effect. This version is not bad either. I actually like it. But the corners still have a small issue. My original goal was to make the waterfall on each side from the top border of the dashboard, almost like the rain is hitting the dashboard and sliding down from the left and right edge. But like I mentioned earlier, AI will not always recreate the exact same result as my first demo. Sometimes it gives you a different version, and that can still be interesting. Now, next, why don't we reuse the same rain effect when we enter the CTA section? So instead of having the rain only on the hero, I want the rain to come back near the footer or CTA container, creating another waterfall style moment when the user scrolls to the last section. You can see the rain start falling again inside the CTA area. It creates this nice atmospheric effect and make the ending of the page feel more connected to the hero. So now the page has the rain interaction at the beginning and another rain moment near the end, which make the whole experience feel more cinematic and consistent. My goal is to create something different from the background I usually use in my other design. We already see a lot of fog effect, laser, WebGL background, video background, AI images, and glowing gradient, etc. But the rain give a different ambience. It makes the hero feel more cinematic, calm, and alive. And from a performance side, this kind of animation can be okay if it's optimized. If the rain use too many elements, too much blur, or heavy calculation, it can affect performance, especially on mobile. But if it's built with canvas, optimized particles, and only run inside the hero section, it should be lighter than a heavy WebGL background or a video background. So the goal is to make the rain add mood and interaction without making the page feel slow. So the idea is to keep the effect visual but not too heavy. The rain should add ambience, not slow down the whole page. That's also why I don't want the animation to take over everything. I want it to support the design, create a mood, and make the hero feel more interactive without hurting the user experience. And that's the final result. We now have an interactive rain hero section created with Opus 4.8. The rain falls naturally react when I touch it, create this fluid feeling, and make the whole hero feel more cinematic and alive. The biggest lesson here is that the model matters, but your creative direction matters even more. Don't just ask AI to create an animation. Tell it how the animation should feel, how it should move, how it should react, and how it should connect with the design. That's how you get something more creative. So I hope this give you idea for your own hero section, landing page, or interactive UI experiment. So that's it for today. See you on the next one.